Merry Christmas, Washington Commanders Nation. Our rookie quarterback, Jayden Daniels, just broke a 20-year record, passing Ben Roethlisberger back in 2004 for Rookie of the Week. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing today? It is Wednesday. It is Christmas Day for those who celebrate. I hope y'all are having the most blessed days with your families. Our quarterback just did it. He did the inevitable, and we all knew it was coming. Rookie of the Week for the 10th time, 16 weeks of the season, and is now a minus 20, like a minus 20,000 to be named the Rookie of the Year for the 2024 season. And there's no contest. There's no competition. It is Jayden Daniels' world, and the rest of us are just living in it. This video is brought to you and powered by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino, home of the fastest payouts in the industry, and a match bonus of 150% on your first deposit using YouTube 150. That was promo code YouTube 150. Please bet responsibly. Happy birthday to my 7-year-old daughter, by the way, my favorite person in the world, Milena. I cannot believe you are 7 years old already. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to all of you out there. Merry Christmas to my Washington Commanders fan base. The greatest gift of all this year has been this guy, Jayden Daniels, who's come in his rookie year, has Washington sitting at 10-5 for the first time since my birth year. Has Washington potentially about to win 11 games for the first time since my birth year. We're breaking new ground. We're knocking down doors and breaking new barriers. What a magical season this is. And I don't think this even compares to 2012. This is different. This is sustainable. And we finally got that guy. If you don't believe it, look at how veteran players on opposite and opposing rosters, look at how they flock to the guy. They flock to him like superstars do. Superstars, they just gravitate attention. He just carries this weight, this gravitas about him, and everyone wants to be a part of it. You see that smile in his face in the picture up there? That is his cool, calm Cali demeanor. Whether we're up 40 or down 40, nonchalant calmness. No situation scares this guy. A rookie quarterback smiling with 10 seconds on the clock against the best defense in the league to eventually take their heart out. You can't ask for better. You cannot ask for a better situational young quarterback than this guy here. We're watching one of the more mature quarterbacks ever. You're watching a guy who clearly played in 50-plus games in college, and it shows. It's going to make a lot of teams think twice about the raw prospects and the guys who played more college football. But wow, man, 10 rookie of the weeks, and we got 2 weeks to spare. Let's make a record that no one's going to touch. Let's make it untouchable at this point. Let's win another one this week. Let's win another one where you got another top 10 quarterback on the opposing locker room this week. They were talking to Jayden Daniels, the media, this week. They had a practice on Christmas Eve, and they asked him what he's most grateful for this Christmas. He said, I'm grateful to have been drafted to this team, the Washington Commanders. And that tugged at my heartstrings. It tugged at my heartstrings because Lord knows this fan base was starving, was desperate. We needed this. We needed this guy. This is the quarterback we've dreamt about our entire lives. I'm 33 years old. This is different than anything I've seen come through this building. Y'all are lucky that boy got knocked out the Panthers game and that we lost to Dallas, because if those two things do not happen, this guy would be a very, very serious MVP candidate in year one, and he would have the statistics to boot to go into the conversation, because we're talking about a guy who flipped a 4-win team to a 10-plus win team in one season. We're talking about a guy who had this offense producing at a historically efficient clip through 10 weeks of the season. This is not normal. This is not glaze. This is not hype. This is not a when the league gets tape of him type situation, because Jayden's always going to buck back. He's going to counter because he has the mental tools. God, it's like watching this guy. We always joke around in the chat, but we're kind of like not joking when we say we drafted Brady with wheels. We drafted Breeze with wheels. We drafted an elite processor who has elite athleticism. It's like if you gave Lamar Jackson Joe Burrow's ability to layer the football and place the football and throw it in tight windows and throw with anticipation, TTA, touch, timing, and anticipation. Jayden checks every box. He doesn't throw across the middle. He sure do. He sure do. Take the game winner right through your chest across the middle of the field. He doesn't throw across the middle. He doesn't throw on the run. He's dispelled every single myth. He's not used to the cold. He can't play in the cold weather. Roll them sleeves up and let them bony ass arms out. Sling it all over the field on the best defense in the league. 340 total yards, 5 touchdowns. After the team turned it over 5 times on the best defense in the NFL, walked them boys down at our home field and won the game. That's big time. I'm sorry. Quarterbacks don't play quarterbacks. Jalen Hurts was knocked out the game. Didn't matter. Their defense still has to play football, and what looked like the most heartbreaking, gut-wrenching interception he got back on the field with under 2 minutes left and walked us right down the field like he does every time we're in a situation like this. He has the clutch gene. He has the star power. He has he wins with his brain, he wins with his arm, and he can win with his legs. The legs are not a crutch. He's not running just to run, you know? A stupid ass fan base like the Philadelphia Eagles, they'll say some stupid shit like he's a running back. No, your quarterback's a running back. Jalen Hurts doesn't have to be quarterbacky. He doesn't have to be quarterbacky. Jayden Daniels has to be everything. He's the team's leading rusher. He's obviously the team's leading passer. He's the team's best playmaker. He's the only one on the team capable of a long run. He has to wear a lot of hats for this organization. And that's why Rookie of the Year, it's not a question. It's not a question. It's all a matter of when they're going to send the trophy. You know, when NFL honors it, whatever that date is, they already have Jayden Daniels' name engraved on the trophy because there is no competition, because not only is he better than the rest of his draft class, he's better than a lot of quarterbacks already. I have Jayden Daniels no worse than the 7th best quarterback in the league right now. And you can make an argument 6. You know who the elite 4 are. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. 5 and 6, debatable. Who are we talking? Jordan Love, Justin Herbert? I'm throwing Jayden right in that mix because I see him do things quarterbacky as well, if not better than a lot of guys right now. And I'm already ready to put the cart before the horse. That's a top 10 quarterback easy already. And you can't say that about none of the other rookie quarterback. Bo Chapman, Knicks, you're having a wonderful season. You're not this. Drizzy Drake May, who I did not have any problem with us drafting. I like Drake May. Love what he's doing in New England. Shit roster around him, they're ass. They're already talking about firing coaches down there. He's not this. He's not this because also Jayden's not working with much over here. I see ill-knowledgeable fans chiming in on Washington's support system around Jayden Daniels. They really think it's more than Terry McLaurin and a performing better than expected offensive line. They think we got the Hogs blocking for him. They think we got Derrick Henry in the backfield. They think we got Brock Bowers at tight end. And they think we got the Eagles receiving core in this bitch. And it is not the case, even in the slightest. He has 1,000-yard receivers in a cast of characters that fill out the room behind Terry McLaurin. We do not have a 1,000-yard running back on the roster. Jayden Daniels is the best rusher on the team. The offensive line is performing way better than expected, but they've had some weeks where they were getting their boots smoked. So the fact that this guy has had to put an entire organization, an entire tri-state area on his back, it cannot be discounted. It cannot be discounted. It cannot be relegated to any of these bullshit narratives that fans outside of DC, Maryland, and Virginia would understand. Y'all just don't get it. Y'all just don't get it. But those who do understand, this is more than a rookie of the week record. This is more than just a one and done, one hit wonder. This is what it looks like when you draft one of those guys. One of those quarterbacks so special that all you need is a Willy Wonka golden ticket to the dance. All you need is a ticket, and he gives you a puncher's chance against anybody. And that's starting this year. We could eventually go one and done because we're a young team that's not even supposed to be in the playoffs this year. But would it surprise me if we won a playoff game? No. Would it surprise me if we won 2 playoff games? No, because Jayden Daniels is that fucking special that I could see him walking down one of these teams in the NFC, and we're looking at the most wide open NFC and NFL we've seen in a minute. Maybe not the AFC, though, because somebody still has to go through Kansas City. But nothing surprises me anymore with this guy. He's special on and off the field. He does all the right things, says all the right things, never adds bulletin board material. Everything is not about him. He went out and scored 5 touchdowns. The locker room wasn't about him after the game. It's a team thing. We hired the right people. The guy who drafted him, the right person, Adam Peters. And for fans of other teams, especially those in the division and the conference, please be warned. This is the worst you're ever going to see Jayden Daniels. This is the worst you're ever going to see the Washington Commanders roster with Jayden Daniels at quarterback and Adam Peters at general manager, because we've arrived in year 1 and we have money to boot, money to blow. We're sitting on robust capital, $120 million of cap space, and guys are going to be lined up to want to play for JD5. They could go out and explore trades for guys like Garrett Wilson. They can try to sign anybody. I imagine whoever they target will have mutual interest, and we will not have to pay a Dan Snyder tariff just to get a meeting with a guy. We're not going to have to ransom note, kidnap a free agent, and put him on Redskins 1 just to get him to talk to us. None of that's over. All of that is over, and the Jayden Daniels era of Washington is off to the motherfucking races. 10 Rookie of the Weeks, and he won FedEx Air and Ground Player of the Week after over 250 yards through the air, 80 yards on the ground, 5 touchdowns. Yes, he had 2 interceptions, and he made up for all of them as he walked down the number 1 defense in the entire league on this Christmas afternoon. I am grateful for one Jayden Daniels. I thank his parents for his existence, and our franchise is so lucky to have a guy like him. And if you don't got one of these on your team, I feel sorry for you, because this guy is going to be here for a long time coming. Congratulations again to Mr. Jayden Daniels for his 10th Pepsi Zero Sugar Rookie of the Week. And more awards await, brother. Let's win another one this week as we put that dagger in the hearts of Atlanta Falcons fans. Sunday night versus the Atlanta Falcons. We're going for win number 11 for the first time since 91. We're going for Terry McLaurin setting the franchise single-season touchdown reception record. So much is on the line. And if the Packers lose to the Vikings on Sunday, we're talking about potentially moving up a seed in the playoff picture, a seed that would possibly send Jayden back home to LA in the first round of the playoffs. But 1 week at a time, one game at a time, and one rookie of the week at a time. Shout out and congratulations again to Jayden Daniels. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.